In this video, we're gonna explore and introduce 3D Grass, which is an excellent tool we find in Twinmotion, and it's really good for exterior rendering. Now I'm using Twinmotion 2025.2. This is the latest version available, and I think this feature was available also in 2025.1, and it's basically an advanced material that we find in the libraries. Go into the material libraries, and there we go. It's called 3D Grass, and you just click it and drag it and drop it into the scene just like you would do with any material. Now the only thing I'm going to change here is I'm not going to apply to replace the material here of the ground. I'm going to just choose to apply to specific objects, so not replace but apply. So I'm going to apply it only on the surface, not on the pad right there. So we can see that it's going to go there in the ground, in the basic ground. This is the basic Twinmotion scene, by the way, so you should all have it. And you can see now the grass appearing magically all around my uh, subject there. So you can see that that's actual 3D grass. It's not like a displacement effect. It's not normal. It's not bump. It's actual 3D grass that is going to be scattered all over the surface, and also is not heavy because it's using LODs, or level of details. So that's definitely one of my favorite feature here in the new Twinmotion, and I'm going to show you quickly how you can use it. But essentially you will go in the right side here in the properties panel. And by the way, if you're interested in Twinmotion, you can check the Twinmotion video course. So you can have some presets here that you can use. The first one is going to be the default, and then you have here like some things that have already been prepared for you or um, set, because you can then customize this if you want. Furthermore, I'm going to show you how, but these are the presets, so you can choose like the different ones and start with this to know better the tool. And you're gonna give it some time before it actually generates all the stuff. Basically, you can see it's really a lot of stuff because we have a really large surface. It's a really, really big surface. So my suggestion is go for a smaller area if you want to go quicker. But anyway, these are the presets. Now, these are the appearances. So you can choose thin grass, you can choose like straight, or you can choose colored, or more wild, and that changes basically the settings, giving you different results. Or again, you can customize furthermore if you scroll down here in the appearance panel. So you have everything is set for you. But if you want to go and more into deep, you can just go down, and then you have the meshes here of the accent, meaning that like flowers and stuff like that. And then you have colors. Also here in the presets, again, you have some flowers and things. And so here in color, you can apply a tint, so you can like override a little bit. And then you have, and this comes with the preset that I chose. So as soon as I start changing the parameters here, this is going to be a custom set. It's not going to be a preset. And then you have also mowing patterns, which are really cool. Now, if you want to use those, you need to see them like from a distance. So you have the classic, and then here you can increase the intensity, but is not nothing is showing here because some of these need, well, maybe we need a less complex grasp. So I'm just going to show you just in a minute. Then you have a miscellaneous panel here where you can decide if you want this to be affected by the wind, so in an animation or in a real-time simulation, and then the weather for like rain or the seasons, so the snow and all those stuff that we can do in Twinmotion that are amazing. And also here for the sound, of course, we want to keep the grass sound, but as usual, you can change it like in other materials. And then here in the assign, you can see where this is applied. So we can see that this is applied to the starting ground mesh. But this will help you to keep an eye on and manage better the grass into your scene. Again, it's not so heavy, but try not to exaggerate. I try to use this in a small portion in a defined area. Try not to go too far, because anyway, the level of details will remove the objects that are too far. So you can see there, I can explore a little bit better. Now here, going back to the main panel, we have the scale, so you can change, you see this, the scale of the pattern. You can change the cut, so if you want to apply like a cut, and then you have fuzziness, then you have spawn angle. Now, you can find all these parameters also described into the manual, but just go in there and play. Now, these are kind of secondary. You don't need to know all these parameters perfectly. You can just drag and drop some presets and play with those and see what happens. And now you have probability if you have flowers or things that appear. So what's the probability there? Now going back to Malwin patterns, I want to show you here from the top. Now I'm using the default grass, so it's not a complex grass, and we can see that a little bit better. So with the standard or the default, let's go down to Malwin and let's apply first, enable, and then here you can choose, and you can start to see the pattern there. So these are like stripes, and you can make it more intense. You can change the color, but usually you want to keep things that are like simple and realistic. You can change the tiling, so make it bigger, smaller, and also the type of pattern, and also the rotation of the pattern. And that's all. So again, it's just a matter of playing around with the parameters. Some of these are more important, some are secondary, but it's just so simple, so quick, so easy, and everything is yeah, as you know, in Twinmotion, optimized for like video game stuff in a way. It's not a video game. It can be used seriously for architecture, exterior visualization, exterior renderings, but it works like a video game. So the more you get closer, the better the quality of the grass will be. The more you get far, the less quality you will have on the grass, on the flowers, on everything. And this is all real-time render here. So if you want, you can also run, so this means that it could work also in animation or interaction. But if you want a better quality, as usual, you can run the path tracer, and you're gonna see the actual like little flowers appearing. So let's say that those are like proxies, and when you render, you can see the actual quality of the grass, which is, in my opinion, outstanding. If we compare on the simple way you can do it, is so simple that it's definitely worth it to use it in any exterior. And then we can also increase the quality, of course, of the render. So it means that we're going to have less fuzziness maybe and less noise, and we're going to wait just a little bit more, but the result will be, again, in my opinion, outstanding. Definitely cool, and it's so easy to create so fast that it's really a relief for people struggling always in rendering, creating grass. So this is, I think, one of the best solution out there. And I'm just gonna leave here the render to move on, and this will be all for this video guide. If you enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel, because we publish videos every day, and video courses and much, much more. And also, if you want to support us, if you want to thank us, you can join the channel as a supporter. Again, go check our other video courses in 3D rendering, 3D modeling, video montage, graphic design, and much, much more. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.